Hello, this is Keontae Johnson, also known as Savada, and this is Art Savada, where we discuss topics ranging from Black and POC issues to LGBTQ issues to culture at large, all while making a beautiful piece of art. This episode I'm calling Dirty Dan because I wanted to discuss the lack of unapologetic characters in media. But before I can really do that, I also have to discuss just how often we're forced to sacrifice ourselves in stories. And we can't pretend that the big thing in January 2021, entertainment-wise, was soul dropping. But we knew that was going to be some bad representation going into it. Like, we knew the disembodiment, and then I'm finding out, spoilers, that the character sacrifices himself in the end, which was, I guess, what Black people are for in media, is to sacrifice themselves. Not only is this bad representation, but I'm really kind of disappointed with audiences for not putting their foot down. Like, I'm an artist, but I am an animator and storyteller first, and I'm aware that as far as Black stories getting told, one where someone sacrifices themselves is going to more likely be told than one where Black people just get to be glorious. Like, we didn't just get to be cool and glorious. We have to be compassionate and sacrifice ourselves all the time. That's the only form of humanity we get.
Hey, I'm Reese Ratliff, and I'm an up-and-coming artist from Wilmington, Delaware. My music style is considered predominantly indie pop, but I think my style is flexible and can bend to other genres, from soulful singer-songwriter cuts to upbeat rap-influenced tracks. Being able to cross boundaries with both sound and style makes me more universal, just like a Vaji collection.
Not the fighting out the trenches humanity, not the doing it all ourselves humanity. Oh, if you pull yourself up by your bootstraps, you got to be a white character. And it's just like, when are we gonna put our foot down and hurt these people in the box office? Like, we tanked Gods of Egypt, but money isn't enough to stop white supremacy. They have coin to spare to continue to promote white supremacy. We have to just make them a non-thing. We have to make people like Disney. Because Disney, honestly, Soul isn't even the worst of it. We know that they're destroying their minority creators. They're begging them to come on and be representation and tell them when they're doing something wrong. And then when they do, they don't listen to them, just like with Mulan. We bully them into submission, and they still manage to not show respect and punish the audiences by making it one of the most expensive releases ever. When are we going to show Disney that we don't need them? They have money, yes, and space and opportunity, but guess who also has that? Tyler Perry. Let's give him money. Let's pressure him into doing an animated feature. I'd much rather see it from him and true Black autonomy than have more bad representation where we're forced to sacrifice ourselves. We can't be mad that Black girls have been the sidekick for 20 years and then still give Soul money as if he didn't become the sidekick of his own story.
Come and catch a vibe with me. I won't do you.
Why, man? Straight out of West Philadelphia, you feel me?
I'm sorry.
Communication.
It's about communication.
People don't know how to talk to people sometimes.
This piece, I just wanted to have some beautiful Black glorification. So I went straight up with it. I made it golden. I wanted to have, some healthy, positive male imagery. I wanted to soften the last statement by saying, yes, we are compassionate of people. When it comes to charity, we give more charity than a lot of other groups that have more money per capita than us. So we are the compassion centers a lot of time for the world. I really try to be a compassionate person, and that's why at the end of this you'll see a little ode to my mentality. I'm going to try to be nice to everyone, but as soon as you show me that you expect me to do it and not people that have more resources to do it, you shame Black people into giving more to charity, but then we already are the people that give more to charity. Like, yeah, maybe we should stop giving to charity as much.
Too many memories of past tense. No need to reminisce, so I treat this poetry like a last meal. Don't need deals and dallies, cause it's enough fallacy. And my heart beats to wanna beat these generational curses, so I write these verses. See, my mama said I was a teacher, granny said a preacher, so I picked poet, I guess all the please. Reach into my cranium for this mercury, search my soul for what's best for me. Life testing me, so I gotta get outside, let the earth cleanse me. A baptism to remove all that burdens me. Feels so good to learn me. I've been down by the riverside, planted by some unforgiving brooks. Played with the den of crooks, still kept my head.
Not in saying that it's, lack of compassion, but we literally aren't investing in ourselves to be good, look good to other people. And that's not how it should be. Now this piece I went historical with it, classic literature, and that we all know. So this is, a very Black History Month episode, but we all know that most of the Greek deities are so clearly based off of Egyptian deities that why can't we depict Greek deities as Black? Or for that matter, there's so many people that we know had Black features that they just refuse to make Black. Gorgons probably having been demonized Black women that just had dreads, and that sort of thing. So what I wanted to do was kind of be like, all right, if you're going to have Black people be in the bad parts of mythology, well, I'm going to have this, the good parts of mythology. So I have here Black Odysseus, and I wanted to show kind of a connection to music is the Song of the Sirens. Like, this man really risked it all because he had to know. He just had to know what the siren song sounded like. And I'm just like, what piece of music is worth dying for? Like, I went to Tuskegee Homecoming when I was in college, and I heard somebody get tased, and there was a brawl that ended up with blood on the floor just to see Migos. So what was worth having your entire ship crash? Kind of makes you wonder. Join us next week, Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, for some more great Black History Month content.